Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the Badass Reviews, and today I'm gonna take a look at the Mattel 80th Anniversary Masters of the Universe He-Man and Skeletor Vintage 2-pack Target exclusive. Yes, man, I'm so excited to have this in my hand. Listen, Masters of the Universe is my first love in action figure form. I was 7 years old when these awesome action figure line came out. Way before Filmation in 82. Man, I was a big fan of Masters of the Universe back in the days. I have Castle Grayskull, He-Man, Battle Cat, Beastman, you name it. Man, it was my favorite toy line. I was collecting with my friends, playing with my friends back in the days. This was awesome, and to have this in figure form in 2025 is just out of this world. It's just a dream come true. So beautiful package. Is just about beautiful artwork. Just look at this artwork right here. It's just amazing, awesome. I'm in love. Mattel 80th anniversary. You have on the side more continuation of the awesome artwork. On the top you have Masters of the Universe. You have on the side a little bio of what is all about this 2-pack, and on the back you have a little bio right here. Let me show you right there. So with a beautiful illustration with Skeletor fighting He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Tila right there. Awesome that you have like the little I will say it says what it is here, like the 5.5-inch action figures, this and that, descriptions, the waist movement right here like the vintage toy, the assembly of the two swords like the vintage toy, squishy heads for both of these figures. You have He-Man, you have Skeletor right there like in the vintage car back. That's beautiful. Mattel here. A little bio right here that says celebrating the 80th anniversary. Man, it's just awesomeness. It's just beautiful. On the bottom some unreadables, barcode and stuff. Let's go and take a look at this, because I think you can take this sleeve and show you what is inside. So what you do is you take the tape for this little band right here that goes inside, and you cut tape here, tape there, and you're gonna be able to show like your figures. This is kind of like an opening right here. Beautiful, awesome. Just look at this. Look at the inside of this box. Tell me this is not majestic. Let me go on the other side. Look at Skeletor right there. Skeletor in Snake Mountain, He-Man with Castle Grayskull, and you have these beautiful action figures inside, and it says removable, so you can take this out. So let me see how that works. So yeah, you just lift this flap right here and you just take the figures out of the way, and you have the beautiful red rocks explosion on the back. So just look at this, how beautiful it is. So let me go and show you. So there you have He-Man and Skeletor right here in all their glory, and it looks just fantastic. It brings me back to 82, where man, I was able to unpack these figures. They look fantastic on the car back. This is collectors friendly, so it's really well done, so you can actually take these figures out without damage the package, and you can put them back, and you can display them in that way also, like on the package. But this so far looks fantastic. He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, Skeletor, evil lord of destruction. So let me take this out of the package and show you what's going on. And here we have He-Man and Skeletor, guys, and I think I'm gonna cry. Let me tell you, I'm blown away of how amazing these figures are. A purist will say, hey, they're not the original ones, whatever, this and that. You know what? I don't have the original ones, because back in the days when I became a teenager, my parents told me, you know what, dude, you're too big for action figures and stuff, so let's give that to somebody else that need it. So they pretty much give away all my action figures, and I stopped collecting action figures, and I believe I start collecting back action figures again back when I was like maybe in college. I was maybe like 20, 21 years old or something like that. That's when they I start collecting back those days. So pretty much I stopped collecting when I was like 12 or so, 12, 13, maybe 14 the most. And then I start collecting back. I stopped all that time, maybe like 6 years. And then I start collecting back when I was like maybe like around 20, 21, 22. So yeah, I don't have any of those old vintage He-Man action figures. So now is my time to enjoy life and remember how it was back in the days, remember my friends playing with these action figures. But let's stop talking about my story and just appreciate these beautiful, beautiful pieces of art from Mattel. So let's grab the most powerful man in the universe, He-Man, right here. Let's focus a little bit better for you guys right here with the camera and show you how beautiful this figure is. Let me see, I'm sorry, I lost the focus right there. There you go. There you have He-Man right here. And let me tell you something. This is some of the weirdest things ever. And I was like talking about this with my good friend Jason. It's so wild that till today, at least to me, this is the most amazing He-Man head ever. I think Mattel is always missing the mark with the He-Man face, with all the new characters. I mean, the new brands and stuff like that, like Masterverse, New Eternia, even Motu Classics. I mean, aside from the filmation, maybe that is really cool, but it's not based on the vintage toy. So to me, this is the best He-Man face ever. And I mean, this figure is just fantastic. This is just like the same figure from back in 82, but just like a little bit modernized with better paint apps and a little bit different system or mechanics on the articulation. So, man, I love it. I love the fact that they did the modernize a little bit the harness, so it's more like metal, if you can see the shininess. I love that. I love the fact that they actually put kind of like metallic paint also on the bracelets and the belt. That's awesome. But this is just a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. Beautiful, beautiful action figure. I love the boots, how they painted the boots. I love everything. The sculpt is pretty much the same. Even these, you have the little description right here on the figure, when it was made and everything. Man, this is so, so awesome. And on the bottom, you have again a little numbers right there and some pegs. Man, this figure is just fantastic. I love it. So well done, so beautiful. I'm blown away of how good this figure looks. So let me put him right here and let me bring Skeletor here. And this is the Lord of Destruction, and I love the fact that they put the red stuff underneath the face. That's awesome. So vintage, so amazing, and I love how they painted the harness. Again, they put accents on metal. Same with the loincloth right here and the belt. Man, the muscles, they look fantastic. They look incredible. I love the little fins here on the arms. Man, and the boots, so classic, so beautifully done, man. I love them. And on the back you have same system that they used back in the days with the harness, and that's beautiful. And of course, let's do this. You have squishy heads on both of them. That's incredible. That's awesome. Beautifully done Skeletor, man. I love it. I love the face. I love everything about it. So let's go and show you the accessories. So He-Man comes, of course, with his amazing shield right there, and it looks so vintage, so awesome, man. And he has this metal thing right here, and I wonder, is that because maybe He-Man have like a magnet or so? I don't know. I don't think so. But it looks so good and it fits so perfect like the old toy. That's awesome, man. I'm so excited, man. This is maybe my favorite action figures for 2025. Probably so wild, right? So beautifully done, the shield. And then you have the amazing, the beautiful, very classic, man, just like the vintage toy. Um, Axe, double axe, beautifully done. That's awesome. And it's a harder plastic. I remember the old vintage one was kind of like a rubbery plastic. This is harder and it's more like metallic type, which is I love. And they make the Alcala type of sword for He-Man, not the classic one from back in the 80s, which I appreciate because I prefer the design of Alcala. So again, they nail it, at least for me, they nail it in every single way. And then you have the pegs here that of course you're gonna peg with Skeletor sword, but it looks fantastic. It looks awesome. Let me put it right here. And He-Man, of course, one of my first love and about these figures were the mini comics from Alfredo Alcala. This to me is the He-Man. This to me is my He-Man, not the filmation. I grew up with the mini comics. So back in the days when I was in Panama, I didn't understand the English. So I was just looking at the images and I fall in love with the Alfredo Alcala art. And this is just fantastic, man. This is just beautiful that we're able to appreciate Alfredo Alcala art again. This is when Stratos was a bad guy and attacked He-Man, and this is when Merman beat the crap out of He-Man. That was so good because the evil warriors were so badass. Just look at this. Beautifully done, man. Beautifully done. I love every single bit of this 2-pack so far. Is just incredible and I love it. I love it. And look at this beautiful art, just like the vintage toy. That's amazing, man. I love it. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this. Wow, just wow. Let me go with the accessories of Skeletor. And of course, Skeletor is not Skeletor without his Havoc staff, and it looks just fantastic, just like the vintage toy. Beautifully done, man. Metallic color also. It's just well done. Beautiful sculpt. Awesome. Harder plastic, of course. And again, we have the Alfredo Alcala style sword for Skeletor, which is awesome too. I love it. And we have, of course, the pegs right here, so we can go right here. Let me show you. And we align the swords, the two swords, and then you click them together and you have the amazing sword of power. That's insane. That's awesome. So now you have the key to open Castle Grayskull. Yes, that's insane. That's awesome. I love it. Wow, just wow. And of course, Skeletor also comes with a beautiful Alfredo Alcala mini comic. And man, just look at this. Just look how badass Skeletor was. Man, this is just awesome. This is just awesome. Beautiful. Look at Beastman throwing like some powers from his hands. That's wild. That was awesome, man. These bring me so many good memories. Merman was blue, beating the crap out of He-Man. Just look at this, man. So beautiful, so awesome. This is just incredible. And this illustration right here, I love. This is one of my favorite illustrations from these mini comics. Skeletor right there. Man, wow. Just wow. Just look at this. Skeletor really mad with his henchmen, and Castle Grayskull, so beautiful, man. And again, the artwork on the back. So, oh my god, let me show you the articulation on these guys. Let's take Skeletor. So we have a vintage style articulation on these guys. So we have just a swivel right here on the head that goes all the way around. Right there, beautiful. We have a swivel on the arms that goes all the way around also. Nothing else on the arms. We have a new system for the hips, which I appreciate, because back in the days, one of the struggles for us collectors were the actual rubber bands that comes with the Masters of the Universe. So as soon they get it, they were getting old, they were break, and then you have He-Man and Skeletor without legs and stuff like that. So that was sad for me. So he has a new ball or T-joint system, and I love it because you can do a split, full split, you can kick high by that much, and it keeps all the movement, which is really, really awesome. So you can make him go into certain poses and you're not gonna be in trouble of breaking your actual rubber bands, which I appreciate. And of course, let me bring now He-Man for this. We have the beautiful waist system to punch. Let me recreate this scene right here. To punch Skeletor in the face. Ha 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 ha. That's awesome, man. Oh my god. This is incredible. This is incredible. I love it. I love it. I'm sorry guys, but I'm too excited. Too excited for this. So I'm gonna put these figures right here and I'm gonna do some size comparison with them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put He-Man right here and I'm gonna put Skeletor. Let me fix these feet. Skeletor is gonna be, let me see. No, you know what? Let me put them together. I'm gonna put side to side the other figures. So right there, Skeletor and He-Man right here. Let me put He-Man a little bit right there. Perfect. So let me bring some action figures so we can actually compare. So let me bring some Motu Origins, and this is Anti-Eternia Prince Keldor, and this is Anti-Eternia He-Man. As you can see, they fit awesome. They look incredible next to each other. That's incredible. That's awesome. So let me take this out of the way, and now let me bring Skeletor from New Eternia and He-Man from Masterverse with a ramen toy custom head. Look at that. How amazing, right? How beautiful. That's just awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm so excited. So excited. And last but not least, let me bring Filmation Skeletor from Mattel. This is not the Super 7. This is the original one. And of course, the most powerful man in the universe, He-Man. Right there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. That's awesome. So, there you go, guys. That was my review on the Mattel 80th anniversary He-Man and Skeletor Masters of the Universe 2-pack Target exclusive. The vintage ones. Man, I'm so excited. This by far is, to me, the most exciting news so far, aside from Mondo 2000X 112 scale action figures. This right here is really strong candidate for figures of the year. So there you go, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and talk to you later.